Well, Adom na ma say ebra so say dey enkomo bramo na owura ni owura usu ansa. We are from Solo ni Vera Solo was to form na no da wa krokai ma okota o reach Vera ma ekopa papa 1990 krabia. O so da dofo nyina ase. Michael Edia ene ekruma nyina mobile na Solo kwame usu ansa na do do afre no. On the river so damasi na the transport orders nso amba nyina ase ewiase yesu de ene VIP ne omo maka nyina yeda omase ebegina megina bedwam team na name na fe hopes na doye nso yama yakọ 1 week no ebre no elkofo de eba beta wachi ebe ye ho hwehwe nyina ebe ka ho seminar de achadofo hopes na doye of the New Patriotic Party. Na anoda yina yantia sempa eye ne ho kani radiato sa e de afreno. Na otwida no wenim ye bebo ho nkae na ye de amawo. Anopa de mesaka eye nimnyamfo na boken jo senya akon kugina chimso adura ho ana ugina adofo ho na nem semra shebedwani na ye hwenim se ebenezo clitete la bi so ba kayensa na fe yenko Enti ba kwa ba no mate se boko de bibia na me kwa so okay good mamenka obiem 1 week observation of hopes in adoye late wife Margaret Kuma do donor friend original Maggie na me ya adom beba so memenda 18th March Kofodia AME Zion School Park around the former slaughterhouse Mr. Adofo ne ayakofo nyina se yenkotai yenua bema Hopsin adoye echi ewo kofo de nyame aduma mimi de animia 18th of March ewo AME Zion School Park hodom kofo de asana meken nti Hopsin bi yema yako ene shedin ebreti same. And this one also from the former president's office, John Dramani Mahama. The office of the former President John Dramani Mahama has become aware of an advert announcing an event for the 18th of March 2017 and intended to celebrate him. While the former president appreciates the kind thoughts of the initiators of the said event, he has directed me to indicate that he is unaware of the said program. He has not been informed or invited to any such program, and he has not provided any form of endorsement for the program. Joyce B. Mukhtari, special aide to the president, and also the way Abba. So that's for your notice. Constituency Boko. Factory being a bebao. Are known for them?
Oh, you heard the Anyamani Dawson. The kind to me say you are rating in terms of resource priorities and BBT say Ojadia benya raw materials for even for 100 years kurana ehonoma nka ye bamboo ya nka mproi am ho yes ehode etumi hires a utwa so ade achi anazevie hayen ebu so hwe osika ehemu sika wo bamboo mu ani o me de ye no da no na menim na mese menye aba research na mewe. I was shocked. There's about 500 plus use of bamboo.
They pamproye.
They pamproye. Yes, ye di mo woni ye twa gu emai de no abede ye ngo ni de wi mo mu twa de no aburu de twa. Yes, any ye ne sa meanwhile there's a lot of money sitting down there. Ti eno ni ade a ye hwe se nyame boa na inyakwanya ni bia ibitumi set up a factory on that line. And yes, our large deposit of clay. Yes.
Bohono.
Me catch it all. Ti asase no so tintinti quantities you betumi di bia paint, tiles. And so say investment you know when you enti wo ho. Third one so say abebu ti bet say ngori ye de ye kwa ha mai o ma tititi ne group. And so we are looking at we don't want to emphasis a bell limit here to only one factory. ebetumi anya as many as factories that we want mema mmebunu no anya bi aye eno na ye de ye nti ye ze nyame boa na yenya investor bia any je on any of these 3 areas I think say beboa yen ma adwuma nso aba achimso edu area mamrante ne mabawa nso anya bia ye.
Okay, na MPP mu ti say
oh mu de say ne okura na ese mebusa wa how tensem kura chen MPP mu
so wo na oben edibusa wo so far wo na no da afia twam nkomo amode Ghana fo diye mo betena so enche sa de but issue ni ba amada na di no se wo tena se a wakoma toyem kakra na se ehu kakra chichi se de ka se kire yanom na no na de na makofa hi de 170 se wo hwe pete tekre mu a anamo amodi ka to first 2 months still counting no and what's up to say
me de ehu bi anim de ndi ehu ni me se de di kai opani na odi party na anu na nkasa ye na na doda nka no me wo arehim kese pawo ni mu me se adwuma ye keka ode na anu abobɔ so nyina no ode ye tiema mu ha behu je se bi ya behu se nneoma ni bi wo ha e be take a little time ansa na aba ti me ma hotoso kese ne se he's a man of his word nti anu na mami ensheki bia na se ye nche nso saa o munya match mu an yewi nti bosume miensa pe we can change everything but wo hwa anamo a ana se nhyehyeye a papa no ne na pamfo e de etutu akwan mu a ese ye me yani agise dachi nyoma pa betumi ayeden asisi wo man mu ma de ensesan aba aba nipa sitrem unse ya na nipa mere ne mere nyina ya na ye pay bibia one but it can't happen that way
money so ade hu no ma be kano akakraka magana for do na nze wo ho a se o kan ni so ade hu no a esoso na abetimi aye anye bia no ye campaign political platform talk mode be hwese mutim ja trust the next 8 or 12 years because Ghana for because we no mukazo be say we no mukazo be say we no mukazo be say tienya na e de anase mo be ye adwuma ne say ampa mo be tutu sa na mo
onse na ado ka asem bi emra ogbo apro campaign time o say Ghana ya tisika dwaso o say there is a lot of money in this country and say e di hia ba kokora nanso ya na mo tuo ne hihye bi a mpanifo a atwam ekono amo ye de ma ne hye omsa no na bia o man ntumi ankeka nneoma ansi ano ansiye na ama ye de akodu ba bia yedui no de ofise nye saa na nyame ebo yen na se nye saa na nyame bo yen a ono so wakwanya se opese o kire se Ghana ye betumi adi ni yepa Ghana aman be koso yepa Ghana ye betumi asesa maneoma ti neoma wabobo so na se we ye gito enimu ni de yen so say mu de yen na soso no neoma wabobo so nyina ahwe de we manifesto mu a mi hu de so wo mkura o see ye be
o constituency bia
$1 million na we yesika I was even thinking say because constituency bia afie bia akorambo ye be ma obi $5 million wait $1 million is not money. 4 million Ghana cedi we zika sebe afeno go through misapplication ni adiadia from 2012 that now I was even amazed 2012 make sure report 2012 to I think 2014 or so we share auditor general's reporter sika ya hwere afa misapplication and corrupt practices. It's over 5 billion Ghana cedi plus. Says the guy. See the yinki chair kura de ma mensini biya say oh jikakra ni enfenye nioma kam gidi say because 1 million I don't think it's a big man. And as the we nso yade a eti o man mu hanu man ti ba bi o yen kobo besia na aba no bi aga say ye kwa kobo besia na wa usika egu ho na say yenye ni yen apply ni na obi aba officer Debbie says you get anke de mamu amode ye nneoma ye mo sa apply nti ekwan we su na me pese me streamline things na me di sika no ko na boa ebetumi ebe ya nwanwa say ebia 4 years of ebia past administration here NDC government ebia na constituency bi wa na ekuro bi wo constituency bi mu a wanya single development esi enti se the enti aba asanse na otenkran ha na central government ni aso asa sika nyina yesi ya ma capital expenditure about 1.5 or 1.7 billion ya de ato central government de ato na Kufuado ne na so afo nkran ha se mo na mo ndi teme mo mra achim su mo hwe de be mo de ma achim su adure bi na achim su adure ne bia minister ote honom no ono kura wate office achim su adure ne aduasa na ewusa pe na wate kuro no nim se ba bi kura ye frɛ ba bi apoli bi poso ana ye frɛ ba bi kwatawia onte da na kwatawia no nsuo a obedom this potable water kura wonya bi. How do you expect say development never call? Nti so papa no dwen ho an wakɔ ran wabɔ apro na de bia na do obeye bia no enye bosirim go papa na nante amaya fa na ba bia. He know the story of this country. Unim nsam de ha oman no ne mu timamufo no.
Okay, so under the administration, the language is that there was a lot of mismanagement and misappropriation. Is that the case?
And no, the Yamina Meka, or for the General Reporter, is there for you to see it. And the who becomes a mechanic to say, Miami Bus Cambina, Busrimu Cambina, me, I know the Papa no cry Asha say, one will say, Nana do fee say, and you may be a year tremua. I'm a man uncle and Nimuno, and so say, I allow my son, your man, a cosso. See a bear award the contract. Na yakoye su sourcing na obehu su sourcing no minim the rationale behind the su sourcing yes see ade ne ye penintem ye pe na onum see ye pa ade ne ntem na wat na honum bia be afemienu mfie miensanchi na fe eduru anu awura ba wedi yenya ne nne kyene ya ebe hadwen nti yemfema su sourcing na nipa na akotrase na babobbo price bi esanse me pen so sourcing na me pade ni ntemunti na o ma hen nso akotena se me page price me ya wontumi nya hwe because it is not open to tender say enya de a afoforo nso ba be ye bi papa ne say na do say ono na breso won prema sa de ne nya won say na your friend is a new procurement your friend is saying friends PPA procurement public procurement or PPA penny ye yi ni foforo won so ka o say see ano ya ntwe ma afie no tanke ya ba odi park ya call road ministry ya say afie no ya nhwe ya assess ya nye evaluation auditing of be procurement processes e wo da bi o say ya ne sa o say see an periodically say every month bi na 3/4 bi no ti ye ministry we say ministry wo budget allocation project ye ka say oye ni no mo homo ye periodic procurement auditing. Ni na ya pesi esisi ni o man ti se bibi ko wrong wa ye behu ni ntam ni arese no danse ye betena ze ya na afie no ni aba be kan report no wanyan ni ye de akire Ghana fo ye ntumi ntu anamo bia ho. These are some of the things I say yeah me blame. I'm not blaming the past government, I'm not blaming anybody. Me just say it's time emra so say ye bibi differently a e betumi aboa ma ye sika nanka ye tugu ehun je say yes no ya hwere no a ke ye betumi asebu saa sika no ye de aye bibi foforo no I think say no no ade anana do dan papa say
akwa ba ne mate say constituency boko bibia nam ne kwanso party for no still hope NDC ahihye ne ho yi
yeguso
for 2020
very well
coming back
inshallah
sure say Ghana for bejimatu
well enye ne be campo but the way things are unfolding, one can say,
no man could.
Oh, maybe I can't say me almost 6 months. After which we will go after them.
But a global swift and a mother be the HSL.
Well, you see, Minia, but I say, me chia it for. Na me sorry, say me late. Me too quite kakra. Na me do ya na me di America ebe intino. Until me late. The other one say. Me na metina me nua ka so sourcing join is so ka so sourcing once but you see so sourcing no e wo yemra mu
But the abuse of it.
Meba. Ewomrem. Ena procurement law no. MPP for no de buy ena wom. So they make an see. Now omo ka so sourcing no hwe procurement aye wo Ghana hanyimu nyina so sourcing just about it's a little under 8% of all your projects aye wo Ghana hanum. Ena ohwe project na omo ka so sourcing I'm just waiting for them. Omo call Chinese Exim Bank. So person ye route. O person ye say na condition say me ba ji say ye contractor ne ba be ye ana say we beto no man fi ho no man o monka say o munye so dey ase enura na me hwe documentary on Kaiser any kwan e fa so a Kwame Nkrumah prince so ma won be see what do you call it Akoso Dam. We see negotiations no cost so sama last minute no wo mu hu say Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah hu say nsa ehye Kaiser for anum. Na Professor Kilakpa so ya kan bibi on that documentary ni say yen way mienu no. Omo fo say bia omo sisi yen because omo hwe of friends saying one of the conditions no ye sena ba akufo beto yen power no. Ye ma omo bibia ne boarding say tariff no ai won beto eto na won betua no won pegi no baby e ma World Bank kan say sa no me de na de na nye viable ni ade but Kwame Nkrumah trans o hwe ya hu say no say be decide na tie sa power no e be boy na no na e be the backbone of the a need transformation agenda na o de ba no. And he opted for that. Or one or say no, my uncle so. And then my boss. And then no, you be way. A woman say na or brofuni so much see him on but and then no, anka kuso muni hono na anka den. So they make a lot of capital intensive projects. No, ah, boko ko this kind of fee, baby. And this is not the first time. Here, you will baby, you will skebu energy free Japan at the back. So they say. Bibia over 12 you sometimes cry woman the ba woman the scan be back cry woman the ba in the form of a woman normal if you more than a ba a bini what do you call it circle interchange Brazilian government.
So most of the sources only controls
debi and you say
Buapayomu na
debi and say we see 12 classroom block and 6 classroom block wo Hana say we see E block and say debi Ghana government of Ghana nisika. What the one program say we see school there and so we akwan. That is not the case.
So how does the MPP do about almost all more contracts?
It is not the case. Oh, no, make us say they are overflogging. No, exaggeration. Make us say, Preko ne ba bisa ne identity na no yes. We are just waiting. Yabehwe. So they make us say. Yabehwe the yabekoso from today. I mean, look, you know wish he say. Will do things and you nya kwanya aye de yepe so dey ase you nya kwanya aye de yepe e mean say oil prices ye nya yanka 2013 budget aye no 14 ye estimate say oil le beton $92 per barrel so dey make na say but e dey na kwakosi it came down whooping drop here 30 something until say you benya control of the price of some of these things, no? Yeah, destiny, and I say your future, no. I depending on some of these raw things, no. I bet you need control of no so. Uniska, nipa no see me the amount. Me baba ye say. I'm taking so much. Way the two sides, no. Way any. The absence and the presence of that thing, the ebe economy no. And say we go numedro, ohwe numedro na then ebe ye relief ebe ma no ne the other side effect. They want here now. We compare the two nyina. So they say, I am not by this saying say we cannot do better. You can always do better. So they say, but under the circumstances, you know, say nipa no ko ye bibi, o sacrifice na o ye bibi na obi nipa ne criticize you too much nso a. Na One way your decision taking in this country is going to be very, very difficult. Look, the other thing I'm can hear about this $1 million to each constituency. We share the whole thing, and I can say, in fact, here one adibakwa a higher Ghana Hanway bureaucracy. Now, what this government has succeeded in doing is we're creating more bureaucracy. Ama chucha common fund home. And all the yes are 1 million constituency. Yeah, that's right. Because here, if we have a problem, maybe I can say we tig Accra no decide my amount for more district. That is exactly what they have decided to do. Because we share amount of money you more actually call government machinery this year. It been see that 1.5 billion. So they make us. Ubi say we see Zongo development, whatever near
special execution.
You are re-centralizing the whole thing again. And you mean him say, Anka, one can say, oh, you the 1 million no. Constituencies no. And can be another fund the friends allocations district no one. So they say, we say say no. But we know office of government machinery. No one must no one must decide on what to do for the district. Is it not a re-centralization? Almost centralizing, a development a biome. So they say, and no, crown puno, another thing say, part of that money, and no be normally go office staff, and no be normally procure vehicles for that, those what do you call it, ministries almost creating. So they say, anything I can say. This is not the first time I ministers in the office of the president in charge of certain projects. You don't need to create a whole secretariat for them. You can have an ordinary desk. Maybe I do this, creating more democracy, unnecessary bureaucracy. It is going to waste away our money. It is 1 million. I could say they say 1 million, but it's going to be spent at the office of the president.
Really?
I am telling you, no best spending.
I see.
But
when the government comes out to say, I'm buying ministry may born to because I we may be man special attention to me. Transika to me, I'm the many yes. Said the buyers he can't to me and cover quantiquino. Oh, the old to say still expenditure. Menino, yeah, several local government, committee in parliament. Now, Ghana for look, Kwame Nkrumah time to. And he started about devolution of power. Say, you remember a month for Ankasa for destiny to the own hands. So they make us I won't be decided say ye pese away in constituency and a districts. Ye they are holding because you see power belongs to the people. You see local governance structure. A top to bottom to top approach. Wow. So 1 million you would call with proper supervision. I won't be decided. Send a the amount for Kasankasa who say, Adia ye yakuma womb, and you'll be no better transfer crack country say, me no this village no here dam. A beer, a honomono, and yet dam not yet. They need accessible roads. One more here electricity. One more here schools. So they make us. Let the people decide. Don't decide for them. I see.
So they say. And in say, "Who could trust the local government? District Assembly Common Funds. They say the cap akotusu. NHIS, IA, Sky Kohon the cap atusu. So they say, get fund the same thing. Who could far budget now? Who say expenditures? I call. These various areas, then acofom, and education, and then basic education for that matter. Then acofom. So they say acofom. What it means is who stabu and the guys so about $1 million at the year special projects. So they say, but the air can say, let the people decide what they want.
Okay, so
that is all effect, what local government is about.
MPP, omunim di omoka.
Well, you see, I wouldn't say that because
and a bit of politics.
Me bu omo animuti.
A bit of politics room.
The American say, "Woman so much dream no. Woman dream, woman can me see me ni woman nyadwe."
Okay, all right. So 1.5 billion. How do you above your cause? For raising critical issue, I feel 1 billion for constituency.
One say, oh, person what can sembia. First of all, you need to get the understanding of the real issue. Okay, 1.5 billion Ghana cedi allocated to government machinery. But so no one why a minister paying? If you talk about government machinery, what are the various other MMDs and the government machinery? Sasi kaya yeken. But to me actually the amount of money any baby echo. Osha even one district, one factory, almost about 400 plus million Ghana cedis going to the one district, 1 million.
One constituency.
One constituency. Okay. We are no free war. One district, one factory. Upa, Odiefa, budget no. Now, appendix 6. They will give you the breakdown. And don't quite about 300 plus for one district, one factory. Sika extra 2. Oba, one dam, one village. Check the amount of money. You allocate it. And the government is part of the 1.5 billion assembly American. Zongo Development Fund, about 219 million Ghana cedi. Danona meye, so this is any business development. Sika chaba, o kani na sanitation and water for all. Water for all, about 40 million. Sanitation, 40 million. O kan sika ni na bomwa. Now a range around 1.something million, a billion Ghana cedi. Not just say government machinery. Sika yako about 400 plus million. Now 400 plus million. Me say double into details. Now me what is going to that amount? Me who say goods and services and the government machinery that 400 plus million. No, they ain't roughing the cross 500 million. Goods and services alone. It's about 300 plus million out of that 500 million goods and services for the various departments and agencies under government machinery. Into 300 plus, let's say 350 million. What film for goods and services alone? Compensations in here, about 150 million Ghana cedi. Compensation is not part of it. Capital expenditures are not part of it. It is a bit now, no, King can, no, about can because of saying it, no, about public, no, about can, oh, you had 1.5. Sani pano, we need more some more.
I see, okay,
you see, me money my kind pa.
So what you say? So material, baby,
yeah.
Appendix 6. Is there?
Okay,
me bo. Me nuane kano. Me my kind. Me person me can say. This is not the first time. Ya appointing ministers. Ya designated woman in the office of the president. Ya special projects, whatever and that. So what me can say? Nenso no. Ye ntwa sa sika no. Sa enko 200.
Say ntina.
So dey say. Anything dey me can say adie no
NDC, me na work through. Me na work platform no.
Oh no.
Okay, you wrap up them
social. Yeah. Say me yi anu asa. Okan ba say o so sourcing. MPP for na dey buy and 8% of social contract NDC for year is just a little and less than 8%. And like involved with the so sourcing na okan. Yes, yani dey buy. Babusa said the era of President Kufuor, how did we apply this law?
Tell us.
Now what breso?
Oh, no, tell us.
8% now can. I can tell you the 8% how can it covers. It's a cover about 80% of capital expenditure. And to benya kakrebi. Say so you know, yeah 8%. But the quantum of money involving in this 8% sourcing will cover about 80% of the capital expenditure of this.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you now, fact.
Now then,
we all have a project. I'm telling you, me can't say project to do so why 100 projects. Say 100 projects now. Oh yes, abani ye. And 100, you know, 8% of that,
so that
100
percentage,
project,
you know, the what has gone into
yes,
it is
what has
bigger
gone
than
is bigger
No,
than
but
the
but
yes.
you are no. He's also losing sight of the caveat. Now, me see the American say when we are talking about dealing with Chinese Exim Bank. Who say Chinese for no ABC atuabo gas. Who say Brazilians AC way.
These are not grants.
Oh,
these are loans.
there are elements of no.
Listen, these are loans.
Grant count. Oh,
project they are not grants. They are loans. Government is going to pay.
There are elements of grants.
They are grants. They are grants. These are grants. Canadian government they are 125 million. Canadian dollar or yes,
what's our
deciding what we should use the money for. Brazil, so the we are going to pay. Ghanaians are going to pay.
Loan.
So sourcing, have you heard it before?
So sourcing. Now, so sourcing, say 8% cry a year to ma. 8% no, a chain 92 now.
Yes, I can. Yes,
the that is what I want to one of the conditions, and this is not the first time. Okay, but World Bank, IMF, is what did they say? You can't end conditionalities, the only ban. Okay, say any day away. So the maker say, Kwakojilo no baba ye overhead ne wo no. To say they are citing Kwame Nkrumah, so source and yen start you. Akosomo dam, yes, ne so source.
Me need problems.
Me ba.
And Brazil. Jessica. Now you say, okay, Brazilian give the contract because says can free Brazil government yes. Give the contract to Brazil. Why don't you invite about 10 Brazilian companies
but you admit, say, you admit some 8%, you know, override.
Yes,
no, I don't.
Oh, I don't put it together.
Okay, yeah, kick some of the messages that Fiembra back to social
put it together.
Honorable Telabi, Honorable Prince, you know, former MC under Kufuor's regime watch here. I say yes, it is true. Kufuor brought the procurement law to fight corruption, and sole sourcing was part. Under President Kufuor, sole sourcing was never abused like the like the NDC under President Mahama.
They should give us how.
You cannot
tell us how it was used.
You cannot blame donors because if you go through the project, you get less than 10% of sole sourcing and a donor conditionality.
Look, I just want to remind them of what they did under Ghana at 50.
And then,
why?
Maybe
you know what they did
at Ghana at 50.
Ghana at 50.
And Charles Taylor writes, good morning, Omahene. Until the position of the CEO of the PPA is made an Article 71 holder to guarantee the CEO a security of tenure, politicians will always manipulate the CEO if they want to. I'm a procurement consultant, and I know why I say so. So that's it. Sampine, but Sampine also writes, he says, he said, so that's it. We move into a social issue where we all are stakeholders, major. The Mental Health Authority says the wave of suicides sweeping across the country is the result of a breakdown of the social support system. A statement by the Chief Executive of the authority, Dr. Akwasi Osei, also faulted counseling centers in schools across the country and has called for a national agenda to stem the growing spate of suicides. I quote, the authority finds the trend disturbing and considers it a failure of the society to support its youth and students in particular in their times of weakness and susceptibility. And it goes on, although suicides are not new in Ghana, over the last 3 weeks, there have been at least 5 suicide cases, 2 of which have occurred at universities, the University of Ghana and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Dr. Osei blamed the worrying trend on an ineffective counseling system in schools and the stigmatization of people who seek help from these centers. Oklite, you would free academia in chairs, but still in the academia, but baby, now, no more counseling sector.
Yes.
Was it effective?
Yes.
Have we come to understand the essence of the counseling department?
Yes, I think so. Establish it. So they are saying. But the Mpensenpensenmu say, teacher biano every obi a ogina school for anim e kire wo made e interact wo no wa adwuma ba ko no say in addition to your subject area no as say guide unkola na say penyufo a wo kire wo made no you should be able to identify obi wo ma obehu say even from obedwuma hwe from ne demeanor in class obi wo ma ne results ebi wa na o ya de pa all of a sudden no na o take off from enye ni max nko ana say o hwe keke na o ka say o we o ya de but I say prick your conscience na e dey na sima see so dey make am say obi wo no so nya de kra eno so no I say who started look and there be instances ya ye kwa ko hu say wo no kra no the performance is said that obi a wasi we try those days A level yen ko hwe the results or the buy ko hwe results na o ya de pa na onya de morning hu morning kra let's do further checks ebu wo no kwa ko hwe na bia no the fake results na buy so they make us say obi so ho no ma buy bia na sebi eduane obi di kra no ebi ni ho ana so buy no wa follow into a certain group bi eno entino sese nkwala no ebi wo hono ma when you are there o bisa no they wouldn't like one person obekom mo but from a distance no obetimi ehu na wa recommend say wo hwe na say na wo ne no eti no e ba hadwo ba obetimi ma third person bi abem ni ade but you see sese no ade ba kwa hampa sa we yeah the numbers and some of me fit take no me wo final year na ye nipa 9 and ye me course me ba be fi ho no na one class Mr. Romika lecturer ba akutimi gira no o kire nipa be say 200 ade and intino and also the additional burden abama
you can easily identify
you know near the anyway no you know anything ni nyina ka ho na ebia beka say ebia sa interaction no enti say first na nkola no and
play a role and ask me about
parents but you see say nkola ni bi wo hono ma omu seek advice enfi nipa hono omu fa advice ne fi
namfofo ne
nye namfofo mpo omu fa wo TV omu fa wo kunkumbagia omu fa no wo Vira look I remember there was one of these soap opera in India about 7 years ago you feel the title no look that time no campus your light of cry bunu emano omaji twi ebia no kwa adwase ekwa kohwe because light we adwase 1997 I've forgotten the title
second chance
no is that Acapulco no nya Acapulco was also enukra no put me cousin bago your light of with suma yeah this okope baby you see and baby won mo hwe ade na no mo refi sa ade na ye baby a mo act o fu say ye real ni nyina ka ho they pick o mo advice ni wo mo whatever directions ni ade ni nyina o pick from that
okay oh
well entino say ade na ye bibre we can't blame just counseling blame it on only counseling but we blame it on technology and the fact say bebia obi wo hono ma the source of inspiration and the source of the emano motivating no it can be virtual enu bi ebi ni friends ka kunkumbagia ne Vira ne you know films are hwe ni ade no of course say real but it is not. Okay. Oh, and you know, my advice is say, omu yi sa no man say omu catch omu say.
Parental guidance.
Yes, because you see, onim. Sometimes me tie after the
comments.
Omu discuss, omu transfer, omu discuss. Now phone ins. Now ma bi no ya omu ta call around omu ko hey we anya ade e no yes na we mo say they are taking it very personal because say real people will pick ebi wo mo di suade no ana wo mu ho no fa the counseling no ni we ni feel enti enu ni ade ba ko e ka
okay if you say a very sad trend ekoso especially among the youth me nim ohawo a beba wo young man so as a student so anti
yes in fuso yes in tiso yes in
many people have gone through such
so always they so municipal on faka kra mesuku
menim say there are certain stigmatization issues etumi manipa nneoma bia but say ubesha ho akomfo pass ye kan say utiso ana wafuso
nika situate wapa to na ade be school dey bia
they some of us we wouldn't have even gotten to this stage because you go school no bu ha be ko ye tad ye tun na atete etumi madam no teacher no kora wo che ode no obuza ase ada uni maame ne papa na watad ye ti be wow said because watad ye but we went through all these things say me colleague ekan and your money be me I'll put much of the blames to on the parents because only abofra no ne wo so and now abofra no say who say some changes at any point in time quickly who say changes be aba it is your responsibility
my parents here do na send enya adaje ne man
and American say obi akwa compare the oba be
exactly
wan kwa odakom nti ono no akwala no kura be sori anopa no ohwehwe ni parent no ko dada nti owo little time obetumi ne akwala na trance na wahwehwe se wabusebusa no because enya da bia na se ohun se issue abansa na wabusa ne nsem I mean routinely wo ho no mu a na wafre no na to say we yes you need to their life issues bia wo betumi atizi out a ubehu se no bi enkoso yie kakra na watra se parent wa hu de obeye but enu ni ho nna nso kopim school no oko school na te say de okay
ko ya de fufuro
teacher yi or nipa 200 ubuku kura ahwe se wakona oye work ma wa hwe tam do do eteki ansa na wa mark no de abere mo hu se performance yi ya na sa nyi utumi ye class assignment unsa be kan book a one man tachi just imagine the time ben obenya but here na nka number of people in the class no e be a sizable otumi o man what you say oba first year onimo performance so performance ko so a ohun onimo attendance to eyadwuma se bia nam so no man nka uba school every day uba class by 8 now what a classroom afei ye hwe kakra bo ko second year na ye hwe se see ya 9:30 kura na o ma class except immediately teacher no share say lecturer share say o finding out of fraud question and say he has to understand but in your nti akwala no we nyina abegbo mu an office he has been neglected in the society the only option is baby app me parent or me ba
are we fighting stigmatization well because you okay how they
come sometimes you know look me kai say me money di say kura o lecturer me student back ono no oya de ni performance excellent ni ubehu ni results ni bibia but unim me we me pe jokes me class me study the mood of the students now me find a little bored we are classes and I'm very early in the morning I try to just ginger them by cracking jokes now look joke bia ni honuma ube your obesere da wo honuma me you so no ankasa but unzo until one day I'm inviting no come here na me no trans unim ni problem oji student loan now dey be kofie
de ko refie se fie de
ni look me kokka ka ko echira man fo be hu no ntino oji loan no be ko fie na in fact
wow
ntino virtually no me fa no kan me fa no kan me hu so dey me gana say me fa no kan me hu ene o teacher pon say una osre papa.
Obu a o tumi nyina bibia no wo student kura na ya say student bia o course a wo ye mu ye say mu tua sika say wo hwe ni parent kura
enye bi
obi a say oni ba bi a nti tumi ma ayi bi be ton so pressure bi na fe wade adwendwea na obi say me kura me ba wi ase but you see me dey make catch say nyamesuro wo mu pa enye it doesn't matter the situation obi akọ that situation mu dey worse than who dey obi say say okokun I'm telling you yeah say no some yeah te and yeah dey ya brabo me free rich background o come ba bia me free achime wo sa ko hwe metira me free ohia buburo obi anya politician wo me fie nobody is a rich person in my house. So what you say? It is as I say, Zenka. Me busu ya former metro mi na ngoma shop ho akonfo me. But you take another course.
There's another thing now. Ekos wo hanom so I say you're very careful. Adiba ko mu no say nkwanhia ba na amanfo ekoto a the first thing a man for you say obey ni phone no we try no they are to social media instead so we find the phone no appear
doctor na say
friend
na say police no
yes in fact no eni enyan say ejai sade no na say they see wo three face a man for what do you call it when you accident na obre instead so we spend no time no energy afre obi no video now they are to no accident sa look among for mission wa konfo yi enura me hu bi wo social media na nkwala suicide no we can say suicide no ebi sisi
emusuo you no get there no
yes because sometimes honoma look sometimes honoma akwala no ko hwe ade na ono onim the implication we go back on try me hwe those days no TV theater de bia me kan na the whole thing was around abuse of drugs. Now, nipa guy no man no see on a higher level. They to behave no. Sada no me share sada no. In fact, me pay na kaminya we be on the higher level. I can try I share say
on the higher level
because the way you're acting no different.
Okay.
So let's be very careful. The way
but maybe this how your text is after wrap up. Thomas said Ibrahim, so what's the man saying? Please tell him to get out.
Seriously to the fact.
Please tell him to get out. Please tell him to get out of the politics. The Auditor General's report since 1982 had problems, so he should not speak as it started today. He should go back to 2000 to 2008 and read the Auditor General's report. But notwithstanding, we have to fight as a country to minimize corruption if it can't be eliminated. And Musa Abattoir writes that in September 2016, this is what Dr. Baumia said, the crisis we find ourselves in is not due to falls in commodity prices. It is due to the corruption and incompetence. The question Ghanaians are asking today, how much is the utility bills? How much is the price of fuel? How much is the CD against the major currency? And then now, how do we call Baumia's government? Incompetent or incapable? If you lie your way to power, the reality will soon catch up with you. And Anita, so power chapel, so Anita, ECG, happy birthday. And so, Enko, Enfa, Emma. And this one also says, Yemfa Kwenya Wisuna, Suku Master Bako, Oreman Senior High School, Silver Jubilee Anniversary. Yeah, the Oreman Senior High Technical School at Damasi. Nami admire say Silver Jubilee Anniversary was on the 17th of March 2017. Ampedu Kwakwa Chechenia Woho and other side by Edasi. So that's a Silver Jubilee Ayabaso Oreman Senior High Technical School. Kakra
me shasi ekura me ntumi anchia me mantem fo nti me mfa kwanya isna me nchia achimso eduru constituency fo nyina sofo ne ahemfo pedifo kwala ne mpani nyinaa mgye sɛ 2016 December ba no ɔmo kyerɛ ɔdɔ kɛseɛ menya akwanya bi ametena TV so na ɔmo nyinaa ase ti mefa saa akwanya yi so na ma dɔm ase mgye sɛ asodie kɛseɛ na ɔmo de aba abɛto ɛso na da no na mekɔ rounds na meka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ mgye sɛ CIA maban asodie kɛseɛ da me so paa sɛ me so mɛpere waban ne mu na ɔmo so ɔmo anya ɔmo kyɛfa na saa pɛpɛpɛ na meba bitu ho ana mo nti me so me hia ɔmo moa so ɔmo so ɔmo de ɔmo pa abo bɛtaa me kyima
Okrite
so
the special initiatives of the president no you be call because we are on the mango ne and man so that the factory juice factory with my peers. So we okay with that?
Why not? You see, I want the best for my people.
Okay.
Look, I want the best for anything that make me can say. I wouldn't say that it's right and I say wrong.
Okay.
But to me, no. Me nyansa ka omo ye no. Kwan ya omo me fo so omo ye no.
Yamfa ne de ma no. O de sika no de du a so nkuro mu fo nya. Na me nka say
bring the money
into her. But the money is going down.
Mango processing
22nd or 24th. The minister in charge of this special will do a forum. Obachira okwan a won say who di fufu no he is coming to nyanto wase
in fact exactly 5 years near me see me baba and you know me baby a obi ano me papa
na baby himba no
baby a obi a
wawu a
na me kana
ni baby ya bi
o ze oni baby o gidie no no
ba o se o baby
baby di akofa no bele
it we go find bag we see no 5 years anniversary me just baby a obi ano nyankopon hira no
well, on that note, and also my papa 77th birthday, Maxwell Kofi Kese Dako. I'm so happy birthday.
Papa Kese, any happy birthday. 77. Minyawaye.
Why be? Okay, so yeah, then I say Odia be do some purpose. We don't mind come na Santina me Adom echna. Yeah, 12 minutes banana abrefo eba and wedding come.